Yeah, hello, this is Bang Bang Rail. Please like and subscribe. This is about a mate of mine that I met, quite some time ago. A geezer called Shadow, a geezer called Jefferson King, and he was gladiators. He was one of the gladiators, a big black guy, really big and muscular. You know, Shadow, gladiators. He was a gentleman. He was a gentleman, but he was a gentle giant. I mean, what it was, first of all, yeah, I've been in a couple of clubs in the city and I've seen him on the doors a few times. Big guy, man. Big guy, 22 stone, massive, 6'3", big shoulders, really looks the part, yeah. Anyway, I was working in a club in Acton, Central Park. Central Park, it was a club night, a bar come nightclub, yeah. And I've had quite a bit of aggravation in there. I used to run it myself. I had the downstairs and the upstairs club to look at, yeah, to look after. And there's always bits of trouble. And I was by myself, and it was a bit hard because I lived in Acton and everybody knew me, everybody respected me, everybody knew what I was like. Everyone knew I'd come back. If someone come in the club, smash the club, had a bit of trouble, cause aggro, I'll be up at the door the next day, yeah. So people knew really not to cause any problems, but obviously they're going to get the ones that do. Anyway, so John, my mate John, he owned the club, and a mate of mine called Will, they owned the club called Central Park. And one day I was on the door, and John said to me, "Listen, because there's been a little bit of aggravation, I'm going to get someone in with you, right? Yeah." I went, "Okay." They got this guy called Jefferson King. I said, "No, I don't know, I ain't heard of him." Even though I've seen him on the door, but I've seen him on the door as Shadow from the Gladiators, yeah? So I said, "No, I don't know him, mate. I don't know Jefferson." I said, "Yes, you do. He's Shadow from Gladiators." I said, "What, that big?" So anyway, he come to the door, and he was as big as a door. Massive. Giant guy. A big guy. Very nice. Ex-military, ex-marine, yeah? In the Marines, bit of a handful, you know what I mean? I thought, well, I suppose he was, but I never see it out of him, you know? Some people are good doormen when they can talk to people rather than go in and go throw right-handers and drag them out and bend them up, you know. But maybe someone can talk to them better and perhaps he's one of them people. Anyway, he come on the door with me, and I was talking to him about the doors, clubs he's worked on, and gladiators and shadows and all this, that and the other. And he was telling me about it, and he was telling me that he got on, he said, "I like a bit of coke," you know what I mean, Ray, and all that game. He said, "Can you get over?" I said, "Yeah, I can get hold of it, but I don't play around it, mate. I don't play around it myself." I said, "You're on the door with me as well." I said, "I don't want you to start taking that stuff on the door because you're unreliable, you know what I mean? So please don't take it, yeah?" "Okay, yeah, but can you get me a bit?" I went, "Yeah, I'll see if you people I know in the club and I'll get you a bit, yeah, but don't be taking it." It's like talking to a brick wall, you know what I mean? But anyway, I knew he was taking it. His eyes were like, he used to wear glasses as well. Unbelievable, really. Anyway, so on the door, massive. And this particular day, had some Chelsea headhunters come in. You know, really, we shouldn't have really let them in. Do you know? It's only because I know a couple of them I let in, yeah. So I let 2 or 3 in, and then another 2 or 3 come, and another 2 or 3 who don't know who they are. I had a drink downstairs in the bar downstairs, not causing no problems. Went upstairs, no problems. And then a few of my mates come in that I know, Gary Francis. He just been stabbed, Gary, about 26 times for some guys from Liverpool. Stabbed him 26 times, mate. And he survived, yeah. He was nearly on his deathbed. I mean, they punched in his lungs, everything, you know what I mean? But Gary, my mate Gary Francis, is a very, very hard man. He can have a fight, yeah, in the fall. He's very dangerous with a knife and all that, you know. He's just the same, really. He's a dangerous guy, but he's nice, thick set guy. You know, he run a gym. He run a gym. You know, Anyway, and he come in with about I don't know, 4 or 5 people, maybe even more, of his mates. You know, then they go downstairs, have a drink, and then they go upstairs. Remember, Gary's got about 4 or 5. These guys from Chelsea headhunters. There's about I don't know, 8, 9 of them, and all of a sudden, Jefferson King's upstairs. I'm watching the door and the bar downstairs, yeah. All of a sudden, whoop, the light goes, crash, 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 like the light started flashing. I rushed upstairs. Mate, it's off. When I say it's off, it's kicked right off in the club upstairs, yeah. I'm not joking. These headhunters are having a row with my mate Gary Francis and a few others. There's murders in there. There's all punches being thrown about. There's people. There's some ashtrays flying about. And Gary Francis, dangerous man, mate. That Gary. You know what I mean? You can't give him anything in his hand, mate. He was gassing the whole place out, gassing it, and he was picking up bottles and smashing it. I mean, don't forget, he's just been stabbed 26 times. You think that's enough, you know what I mean? But it's kicking off. As I've come to the door to come in, wallop, Gary is throwing a bottle and it's hit me strong in the head. You know what I mean? Now, I'm going a bit nutty now, you know what I mean? There's blood pouring from my head. I start knocking people out, yeah, like 10 pins. Whoop, wham. And my mate Craig, black belt in judo, Craig. He's well known, Craig. He's around the bush. Well known, Craig. He's been in all the clubs. Henry Cooper's at Old Kent Road. He run that with another guy. He's run a few clubs. Big, powerful black belt judo man. Yeah, he was like throwing punches, knocking people out, like throwing them all, knocking them out as well. I was going crazy doing it. Like, we was knocking them all out, getting them on the floor, just knocking them out, just hitting them on the chin, bang, moving on, bang, and then start dragging them out, pulling them out, yeah. And someone come behind me, whoop, with one inside the sofas. I say, "Is mate, honestly, I'm lucky. I'm so lucky that it never split my head wide open. Yeah, it split my head open a bit, maybe a 2-inch cut. Fucking hell, man! It was like being hit with a sledgehammer. I hit the floor, my head was rocking about, you know what I mean? But I had to get up because I know if I don't get up, I'm going to get killed on the floor. They're going to be kicking me, punching me, stabbing me up and everything, yeah? So I get, there's all blood running down my face, there's blood running down the front with the bottle lip in the front. But we're still fighting. They're all getting chucked out and this, that, and the other. I thought, lovely, the fight's going to be it now. Also, I could hear screaming and I fucking run out of the big doors into the staircase, yeah? Who's there? Jefferson King from Shadows, yeah? He's on the floor with these two brothers, yeah? Honestly, these two brothers, one's named, I'm not going to say, just say Burks, yeah? He's got a 38 stuck in Jefferson King's mouth, yeah? Oh, you think I'm joking? He's got a 30, that's how they are. He's got a 30, only little guys, they've got Jeff on the floor. Big man, mate. They got him on the floor, he got his gun in his mouth, Jeff screaming, yeah? I get these two off because I actually know them. I pull them off, yeah? They go, the club shuts down. We had to sort the club out. And I'm saying to Johnny Lawrence, this is the guy that owned the club. I'm saying, John, I can't have this geezer on the door with me, mate. It's Jefferson King. Honestly, mate, he's not a lot of good, you know what I mean? He's a big guy. I don't want anybody that just can talk to people because he talks to these two brothers and they stuck a gun in his mouth. He ain't no good. He's got to get people out of the club, not fucking start chatting to them, you know what I mean? I can't have him in here with me, John. So John had a word with him, he went. But I met him, I was working in Crispin's as well, Crispin's wine bar, at certain days in the week. And I worked on there, and he come down, Jeff, he said, look, mate, right, you know, so I'm really sorry about that, mate, but it ain't the sort of club that I want to run, that I want to be in. So I took him across the road, to a guy called, I was working in Crispin's, a guy called Kenny, I forget his name, sorry, who owned Crispin's, yeah? Ken Edwards, yeah? He owned Crispin's wine bar. So I went to Crispin's wine bar and I said, listen, mate, can you give him a job? Jeff King from Shadows. He went, yeah, mate, couldn't believe it. The sergeant, but he's suited and booted. But that is the sort of place that he'd get on there, you know what I mean? It's a nightclub, it's posh club, piano in there, he's got everything nice in there, you know what I mean? So Jeff and another guy could run it easy, yeah? But I was getting my little bit of money out as well. So I loved it, yeah? I was doing Crispin's, I was doing the one down there, Central Park. I was getting good money, you know, for what I was doing. And one day I went over to over to the club after Crispin's. I went over to the club, and I thought, my God, Jeff's in a row in the club there. But listen, I didn't realise this geezer, Jefferson King, could have a fight. I didn't realise. You know, he was banging people, mate. He was picking people up like they was nothing. You know what I mean? Just picking them up. You know, and all of a sudden, me and Jeff got very close. Go here, go there. I'd have a bit of Charlie with Jefferson King, and that was it. And he worked there for about 6 months, and then he disappeared. I was down Gary Francis' gym, and he walked in, Jeff, one day. I thought, hold up, he's lost about 3 or 4 stone, but he was still big, massive shoulders, yeah, glasses. Hello, how you going? All right, Jeff? What's the matter? You lost the weight? Yeah, I'm training. I'm not so much weights now. I'm running and all that. It's all lovely, Jeff. You know what I mean? So, but then I find out that he's on crack. He's over Southall with a few people I know, a couple of girls I know over there. He's looking after these people in Southall, but he's doing the crack. I can't believe it. Jefferson King from Shadows, yeah, is taking crack cocaine. I can't believe this geezer, so big as what he is. Listen, I've done 8 years on crack, yeah. I know that, yeah. But come on, he's like famous. He's on the television. But he got the sack. He got the sack for taking cocaine. Why would he want to do that? And Gladiators got a good job like that, getting good money, and what's he want to do? Start taking crack cocaine. Listen, the biggest trigger that you can ever have on drugs, especially like crack and coke, is a thing called money. If you've got money in your pocket, sweet, you're sweet, because that's the biggest trigger, money. The second biggest trigger is people that sell it. People that sell it are the second ones. If you see them, the old heart starts going, your lips start fucking up and down, you need it, yeah? But the first one is the money. So Jeff was getting good money from where he was working, from Gladiators, and he was just on the crack, getting plenty of birds. He loved it, you know what I mean? But when I see him in Southall, mate, I couldn't believe it. I said, Jeff, what is up with you? What is up with you, mate? One day I'm walking down towards Acton Town Station, and I noticed this guy on the other side of the road, yeah, and it's Jeff. Honestly, don't forget, I mean, I've gone down in weight like that, yeah, but he was like 23 stone, 20, I'm glad that it's massive, yeah. He was, when I see him walking down the road, I knew it was Jeff, for shoulders, yeah, big shoulders, didn't lose him shoulders, but he was down to about 11 stone, mate, and he looked, gaunt, the face was gaunt, you know, and next thing you know, he was like getting involved with crack, big time, yeah. A couple of girls he was looking after as well. I mean, they was like white mess, yeah. And I was now this time, I'll go in prison, I'll come out, yeah, big sentence, come out, and I see Jeff again, right? And this time he's finished, mate. He's a right finished article. Clothes he wears is unbelievably just unbelievable, mate. Can't believe it when I see him. I'll give him some money. I ain't got the money, he's going to prison. But I'll give him some money. I'm not on the gear. I know you are, Jeff. Leave off, mate. You know, here's some money. And I was in Harrow, yeah. When I come out, I was at a hostel from Harrow. And a phone call comes from this girl I know. And she's gone, Ray, can I drop some bags off at your house, yeah? I went, not Chantal. I went, Chantal, come on, love. I'm like, why? He said, well, please, I've been chucked at my place. I need to put them somewhere. Okay. So I'll be round in a minute. Who's she come round with? Jefferson King. I can't believe it when I see him, yeah. Jeff, what is up with you, mate? Why? The job you had, Gladiators. Come on, mate. You're going to go forward from there, you know what I mean? You're going to put you in the films. What's up with you, Jeff? Oh, you know, it is Ray. Like, you get on it once, mate. His fingers was all burnt and buckled up. His nails was all smashed up. He looked a state, yeah. And I said, Jeff, mate, I can't believe it, yeah. I give him £50, yeah, and I thought, there's something to help him out. I know he's going to go back and buy crack because it's a trigger, but I want to help him out. I don't want to see him do something silly, but £50 to him on crack would be nothing, yeah. And next time I see him, I was going down to meet. I'm out of prison now. I'm an IPP. I'm going down towards Acton, towards the park, because you know, I'm going down there to see some people I know. If I come out of prison, I want to see some people I know. Who would I bump into? Jeff down Burbeck Road. He's got a crack house down there, yeah. And this is when he gets nicked for torturing someone for £1,000. For £1,000. Takes the family and tortures them for £1,000. Jeff, mate. And then someone told me that he's in prison, he's looking rough, he's back on the gear in there. Because some people in there in prison, you can get gear in prison quicker, better than you can on the street. But I've heard about, 3 months ago, that Jeff's back training. He's looking really, really good. And I think he got 6 years for it. 6 years. He had a result, you know, to get 6 years. We all expected him to get big bird, torture the people and all that, yeah. But he got 6 years, I think it was. So he's not far now of coming home, yeah. I'm going to find him. He's back massive again when he comes out, and I'm going to get him on the podcast and get people, you know, me and him talk together. You know what I mean? Because I want to know what happens in his life as such. I know quite a lot of it, yeah, but come on, it's like me. I was on crack for 8 years. It ruined my life, yeah. I got the IPP. IPP, between me and you, saved my life. An IPP sentence saved my life. And the people that saved my life on my IPP sentence was the psychology. The psychology saved my life. I thought psychology was riff-raff, no good, but psychology saved my life. They give me skills. 4 years on psychology, but they give me skills that I use today, skills that have kept me out of trouble, yeah. And I thank them for giving me an IPP, because if I hadn't got an IPP, if I would have got a normal sentence, I'd have still come out back to what I was doing. But an IPP frightened the life out of me, because it was an indefinite sentence, an indeterminate sentence, yeah, that it means forever. And if you're going to go back out on the street again, doing what you're doing, but the hardest part about an IPP is getting out once you're in there. And I'm lucky, because I was one of the first ones to get the IPP. So therefore, because I was the first ones to get it, I got all the courses. Anyway, this is a different story, it's another day. But Jeff is, as I say, got a 6-year sentence. He'd be on licence when he comes out. Maybe it'd be 3 or 4 years licence. I don't know how much licence he's got to do. But Jeff, if you're listening or hearing me talk to you, mate, stay off the crack, please, because you're going to go back in prison, mate, and the next time it'll be even longer. It's no good for you, Jeff. I've learnt my lesson, mate. I know I'm telling you that I learnt my lesson for the IPP. It's sorted my life out. Without that, I'd have been back in prison, because I was going off my nut, yeah. Anyway, this is Ray Bay Manuel. Please like and subscribe, and thanks very much for listening to my channel. And every day I would do a podcast. I took down Brian Cox, yeah, because I had to. I said something on there I shouldn't have said about certain people, so I've took that down, yeah. But I'll be doing it again and leave that bit out of it. And thank you very much for listening. And the people that are upset, I apologise to. And that's it, yeah. Please like and subscribe. Thank you so much. Bye bye.